What a family getting news for the mayor dance to the mayor lead. Today is November 21st, Moon Monday in my city, Chicago. The year is allegedly 2022. I did another video. I said the year was 2021, but because of leap year, you never know what year it is, really. So I'm going to put that video with this video, but I'm going to get this video right. I have a squirrel outside my building, place of residence in my city, Chicago, 6210 South Kembark Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637. Been hanging around for about 30 minutes. And he must have known I was going to have to do this video again, so he stuck around. There you go, right there. You see him? Just chilling. Got his butt in the air. Real talk. Face down, ass up, because I'm going to need my money now. Turn around and say hello to the people. Do something. Come on. I appreciate you sticking around. On a more serious note, this is basically going out for the people who have children and they be doing the most, like smoking crack cocaine and drinking and knowing they pregnant and, praying that the baby pass away or whatever the case may be. That's not cool because, every life, needs a chance to make it. Now, Margaret Sanger, and her Planned Parenthood programs have killed almost 20 million babies of color, which means the population would have outpopulated, the white people who are having litters, literally. Now, turn around. Can you turn around? He being shy. Now, this room is special for some reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know everything. I was going to be a nurse. I took my nurse's certificate. Received my nurse's certificate. Someone has it because somebody's trying to clone my life and make me, out to be crazy. I went to Job Corps in the 80s, early maybe 90s. Can't tell for sure, but I remember it was on Halloween. Cleveland, Ohio was an all-girls Job Corps, and I took up, nurse's aid for about 6 months, and I had to wear, a white nurse's uniform dress. And I took a picture, but I had a cigarette dangling out of my ear. My mouth, dangling out of my mouth. You have to excuse me. And I looked at the picture. I knew I couldn't be a nurse. Not only that, if I get shot in the head, I'm not going to be able to, save myself. So, while the doctors and nurses are playing God, this basically is God, this nurse. This squirrel. I think this is my nurse right here, checking up on me. This squirrel here, I wish he or she would turn around, came to visit me and comes every now and then. It sits around. But this day, I was talking about, child abuse and crack babies on the video. And it just came and decided to stick around. And when I first got here, May 31st of 2017, there was no leaves or life in this building. You understand what I'm saying? And when it's springtime, this whole vine just covers up the whole window, and berries grow on it, and the squirrel is coming to visit. So people be here thinking, oh, she going crazy. Y'all know I ain't going crazy. A lot of these people would have been dead had it not been for me speaking out loud and bringing them life more abundantly. But I have got nothing else to deal other than people trying to discredit me and my rap legacy and the work that I've put in nurturing people back to life who was on drugs and this, that, and the third. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate, but what I do know, we are all, what would you call, victims to the ones that do. We are more so a victim because we don't. And they know we have a few dollars, the ones that do drink, drugs, smoke, and fornicate or whatever that have a habit, and they are flooding my city with drug paraphernalia and drugs and all kind of bad stuff. Now, this building was supposed to be a recovery building. That's how they got me here. They tricked me and lied and said that, we have meetings and we do groups and we know our neighbors. I don't know these people. Most of them are men. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, they tend to somewhat believe what I'm doing. And that is saving their ass as well as mine. Because what's out there, believe me, is no joke. And what happened at my front door, or my door, the hallway, let me open it up, give you a visual. When I first got here, like I said, May. You have to excuse me, I've been going through a whole bunch of stuff and, they are wearing me out. I got here May 31st of 2017. This camera was not here. So I know they watching me. Kind of like the movie Deja Vu with Denzel Washington. And I know there's a lot of, unsavory type people in this building and on my flow, but for the most part, I think we're starting to get an understanding with one another. I wouldn't bet my life on it. But I remember there's one girl used to stay right there, and she told me about this building. I believe she wanted me to get set up. We're going to get back to that. Hopefully she has a better understanding of who I am, because some people, they look at you and they don't realize who you are, in the thick of things. It ain't till you come down to their level, this trap building, 6210 South Margaret Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, that you meet them face on. Now, I was coming up the stairs one day, and it was this young guy. He was standing right here. That camera is on, or it's not on. He usually had red going around it. So for it to be on or off, whichever way, it should be on. You know what I'm saying? If it's off, that's not a good thing, because I'm a high-profile person, and everybody knows me. That's why I keep giving my address away, because I'm not going by myself when the shit hit the fan. Long story short, he was sweating bullets like he needed a fix or was on crack cocaine. And I know personally, after 6 months on crack cocaine, you will want to kill your mama for $5 if she don't give it to you, or another hit of the pipe. I know that for sure. Now, like I said, I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. I have 25 years of sobriety come Christmas. My sobriety is December 25th, 1997. I looked at the little guy like a mother, and I opened up this door, and I closed it as if I didn't even see him. And by the time I got to my door, he had opened up this door, and then he looked over there, and he snitched. He told me. He didn't snitch. He told with his eyes who sent him. And this person who used to be right here is now on the first floor. You understand what I'm saying? She moved because of guilt. Real talk. But like I said, this camera was not here. So I know they watch me just like they was watching me on the psych ward at the Cook County Jail, because I am the originator of rap music. I have helped a lot of people get sober. But when I went, when they railroaded me May 31st, 2008, the same month and day that I ended up in here, but a different year. You understand what I'm saying? For so-called disarming a police officer on Devon and Clarke, after I gave my book away, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors Plus One Song, to the public, trying to tell them how I became sober and this, that, and third. They threw me they threw me in prison, gave me a felony, messed up my life, because people got a lot of secrets, right? But as you can see, this squirrel is still out here, so he feel comfortable. You understand what I'm saying? And animals and children, they know when adults don't know who are, cool. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. So, I don't have any children. Don't want any children. Can't afford them right now because of what they've done to me. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much left me for dead. I am the originator of rap music, but I never had a day at the spa, never had a real vacation, never had a new car. Just was left for dead for people to, you know, make fun of or whatever the case, kill me for my legacy. They try to trade places. See, somebody knows my life is worth something, and they want to give me their messed up life and take mine. And that's the problem I'm having. But for all my young people out there, one day at a time. While the AA meetings are out there, go to the AA meeting. Go to the Roger Park, I don't know, club meeting on Greenleaf and Clarke and Rogers Park. Make them open up the doors. Keep going back one day at a time, and you will, get as much time as me. Do service work. Get outside yourself. Fight for your life like I fought for mine. They got AA meetings all around. Go to the police and tell them, look, go as a group, as a gang. We need help. Make them do their job. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just one person. And the police did the most to me to discourage me, to try to get me killed. On the psych ward, May 9th of 2016, they tried to take 19 years of sobriety because they knew I was staying sober even after they made me homeless and I lost everything. And people looked up to me and they're wondering, well, what's going on with her? Why is they doing her like that? But they know I'm sober also. They like, Dad, she went through all that and she's still sober. Maybe I got a chance. You do. You are the future. Grab a hold of it. Tell them old folks, look, you had your turn. It's our turn now. I'll pray for you. That's, I got out the way so y'all could stand up. You got what you got because I stepped out the way. I appreciate the guy who didn't do anything to me because you could have killed me. And I know personally, you know what I'm saying, for $5. So imagine what they'll do for $1 billion or $1 zillion. You understand what I'm saying? We was all supposed to be billionaires, but we were supposed to, all they had to do was follow in my footsteps. When I came down, like if I would have died, all somebody had to do was, because we already had it set up where we could win, even though the devil was all around, we were still winning. But now, it seems as though the devil is winning, but my higher power is still putting in that work. And this squirrel is still outside, holding it down for me. Look, I'm not a squirrel just trying to get a nut. I'm not a freak. And my people are not freaks also. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We humans. We built this country, and y'all need to give us what we worked for. And that's, our lives, our money, our reputation, our family. You know what I'm saying? I respect. One person can make a difference. I'm that one person, but I can't carry the whole world on my back. You know what I'm saying? My back is killing me, tell you the truth. They have done the most. So I have to work on myself, and hopefully you'll do the same. And if you haven't been on drugs that long, just know when you get about 6 months, you might want to, veer off or before or don't do drugs at all. And stop listening to Eminem and all that mess and stuff, for real. Because he almost died in 2007, the same year I put my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mac versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, on YouTube, which means God is always on time. And Eminem, what if I hadn't? You know what I'm saying? Would you have made it? Everybody needs a flicker of hope, not dope. Let's hope there's hope instead of dope, so that all Americans can learn to cope. Okay, that's all I can give you today. And I got to work on myself because I don't know what's going on with my body. They have done some things to me. And if I just so happen to have a spiritual baby, I need all the support I can get because there's a lot of stuff going on in this building that I'm even tripping on. All right, step your game up. Not a game. Step up to the plate. Get that home run. Peace.